Hey everybody, Gabby here, finally back with another no mega battle of the day. Today we are playing a fellow rain team, except I completely forgot to swap out the Pokemon on the bottom screen, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that while talking through what I see on the screen for team preview, and hope that this doesn't turn into some giant, horrible mass episode of confusion. Anyways, Gardevoir, Ferrothorn, Politoed, Ludicolo, Aegislash, and Hydreigon are the 6 that we see on my opponent's screen. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on Ludicolo, and actually no, it's a Kingdra. Never mind. Kingdra! Yeah, Kingdra! Okay, and let's get rid of that Salamence, let's get rid of that Terrakion, and then let's get rid of that Thundurus, and now we are good to go! I actually wasn't expecting to get matched up with anybody, which is why I forgot to check my overlay. And, you know, if I did check my overlay, I'd notice that Amoonguss is also now missing. Hold on, guys. I totally got this. Totally got this. Okay. So the one awesome thing I really like about my team and its rain mirror matchup is that I have Trick Room, and Trick Room shuts down a lot of things. Unfortunately, though, we do see that Hydreigon, we do see that Gardevoir, so it is still going to be a little to a lot of bit of a uphill battle, but I think we can manage. So I do want to start with Dusclops in the front, but I also am going to bring Sawk. If he leads Aegislash, then I'll switch out and probably into Amoonguss, honestly. If he leads Hydreigon, though, that'll allow me to pick up a quick KO on it. And finally in the back, I am going to bring Metagross because I really need the firepower. I do not need Rain against him in this matchup, especially since he's running Politoed Ludicolo Rain, whereas I'm running Politoed Kingdra Rain. Politoed Kingdra's only win condition against Politoed Ludicolo Rain is really kind of encore and disabling that Ludicolo, so it can't do anything. Yeah, anyways, we are going to see a Gardevoir and Ludicolo lead for my opponent. This is perfect, really. I can get Trick Room up, no problem. Let me just check Sawk's moves real quick. I don't think I run Fake Out on this. I don't. I could Poison Jab Gardevoir to try and pick up a KO on it, but since I don't know if he has Hydreigon or not, I really have to play conservative here. I am going to go straight for the switch in into Metagross. I am not afraid of anything on the field right now, so yeah, let's do this. Let's bring it. I'm honestly really surprised he didn't lead Hydreigon, just because, I mean, it's fairly obvious from team preview what I'm doing. Anyways, Moonblast and Fake Out looks like they'll go into Sawk, leaving Dusclops free to get the Trick Room up. No consequences whatsoever, which is great. I am really happy about this. So yeah, now it's kind of a tough play. It's essentially evaluating who I think is the bigger threat. The obvious play here would be to go ahead and Iron Head into the Gardevoir, or Meteor Mash, excuse me. And honestly, 9 times out of 10 here, that's exactly what I would do. However, now that I'm not running Band anymore, I do have a little bit more mobility, so I'm going to go ahead and try and predict the Protect and go straight into that Ludicolo with a Zen Headbutt and Nightshade combo. Gardevoir does switch out, and in its place will be Aegislash is sent out, so I think this is a good play. However, Ludicolo also goes away, and in its place comes that Politoed. So I could still potentially pick up a KO here. And if Ludicolo comes back in after this, it would certainly hurt its chances of doing work here, since, you know, Rain will double its speed, presumably. Anyways, Politoed reveals its eject button, so it's going away, and in its place will probably be Ludicolo. It is Ludicolo. Okay, so, you know, the end result of this turn essentially is nothing because of that Zen Headbutt miss, but, you know, you win some, you lose some. And yeah, I have a feeling that he's gonna go ahead and attack my, whatchamacallit, my Metagross with that Shadow Ball. And I'm fairly confident that Dusclops can take a Shadow Ball from that Aegislash, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and get a little bit of chip damage onto Ludicolo via Nightshade, and I'm gonna go ahead and switch Metagross out into Amoonguss, hoping that I can gain a little bit of momentum back. It's going to be a lot of an uphill battle, probably revolving around sleep turns. But hey, it is what it is. Fake Out will connect with Amoonguss and go straight into my Rocky Helmet. Nightshade will connect with that Ludicolo. Thank you, 100% accuracy. Brings it down to half-ish, which means Zen Headbutt probably would have been close to a KO, unfortunately. Shadow Ball will connect with Dusclops, brings it down to less than half, but it also lowers my special defense, which is far from ideal, but it is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and Pain Split that Aegislash now because it will go through King's Shield because it is a non-damaging move, which is fan-freaking-tastic if you want my honest opinion. And I could also actually Spore the Aegislash slot if I really wanted to be vindictive, and I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. So yeah. Anyways, Aegislash goes away, probably predicting my incredible hijinks here, and in its place will be that Gardevoir. The question is it Goggles? I don't actually know what it's holding. I don't know what people run that's not Mega Gardevoir. Anyways, Spore works on the Gardevoir, so it is not Goggles. It could be Lumberry, but I don't think it's I don't think it is. Yep, okay, and Ludicolo goes for Surf. And Gardevoir reveals that it has telepathy, which makes a lot of sense. Surf brings Dusclops down to a little bit over half. However, I'm not worried. With Gardevoir asleep, how many turns are left in Trick Room at this point? Maybe 1 or 2? Anyways, I don't think a Giga Drain Nightshade combo on Ludicolo is going to take it out. However, I'm going to go for it since that's my best move, and I don't want to Pain Split under the current conditions. It's too much of a risk, honestly. Ludicolo has like a little bit over half. I have a little bit over half. If anything's gonna happen, I'm probably gonna gain like 20 HP from it, which isn't worth it at all. I'd much rather do a set 50 plus maybe 10, 60 damage to that Ludicolo. And I mean, if you guesstimate that Rocky Helmet did, I don't know, maybe like 12 or 13 HP damage, I think this might actually put Ludicolo in the potential KO range. I'm not 100% sure on that. No, never mind. We are going to be about... No! It crits! It crits! The crit puts Ludicolo into KO range and takes it down. Sweet! And Trick Room ends. So we're going to see Aegislash come back in now. I have a lot of things I can do here. It's really tempting to try and set Trick Room up again, but I think that would only benefit Aegislash, and I'm kind of in this nasty conundrum now where, you know, Dusclops needs... I need to set up sleep, and I need to not die to things. So, this is tricky. I could Rage Powder Pain Split the Aegislash, but I think instead... I don't know. I'm gonna abandon Trick Room from here on out. I don't think it'll help me at this point. I think the best thing I can get here is to try and kill that Aegislash before it's too late. So let's go ahead and Pain Split, and you know what? Let's Rage Powder. I can't think of anything better to do here. That actually might have been a mistake, though. Anyways, Politoed goes for Perish Song. Kind of a weird move because there was no trap option on this team. Aegislash goes ahead and sets up a substitute. So my move was essentially useless this turn, but that's okay because I know he's going to have to switch in 3 turns. And Aegislash reveals that it is leftovers, which I think is pretty vital to this game. Anyway, if you looked really closely there, you could see the perish count of all of the Pokemon, and it's actually worth noting that my 2 Pokemon are the slowest on the field right now. This means turn 3, if he doesn't make any switches, I could Trick Room and actually get the KOs before he can do anything, which may or may not come in handy actually. So we're gonna keep that in mind moving forward. However, for now, I need to gain momentum back, so I'm gonna try to put Politoed to sleep. Politoed actually goes for Helping Hand, so I believe Dusclops is gonna be just gone after this turn. Unless he like helping hand Shadow Balled the Amoonguss expecting me to Rage Powder. Okay, he did. So yeah, I think I can take a helping hand Shadow Ball. In fact, I own it like a boss. And Nightshade should get rid of that substitute. So, all in all, not a bad turn. And this kind of puts Aegislash in this weird position where it's either going to King Shield next turn, or it's going to try and pick up the KO on something. And again, we still have to switch at least once at some point, due to the fact that Perish Song is in play. So I'm going to go ahead and keep Dusclops in this turn. And I'm going to try and Pain Split Aegislash, hoping for something. And I'm going to go ahead and switch Amoonguss out. In terms of what I'm going to switch to, I really don't want it to be Metagross, so it's going to have to be Sawk at this point in time. Anyways, Politoed will go away, and in its place, Gardevoir will come back in. Thankfully, it's still asleep for now. This is tricky, honestly. Shadow Ball will connect with the Sawk, which brings it down to 30 HP and drops its special defense. Which, okay, sure. I'll take it. And I get a little bit of HP back from Pain Split. Not much, but a little bit. And yeah. Anyways, he has to switch Aegislash this turn, or it's gonna die. And really, it's his best counter to all the to Metagross and to my I can't talk anymore. Dusclops, and to my Dusclops. So I'm going to go ahead and send in my Amoonguss to kind of help with keeping things asleep. And I'm going to lock Sawk into Poison Jab, actually. Again, I don't know my calcs on this because it's been a really long time. But I remember that it did something to Gardevoir that was significant. So I'm really hoping that something was a one-hit knockout, because that would make things so much easier right now. Poison Jab will connect and will do enough for the knockout. All right, I'll take that. Sawk finally doing work on this channel. I know it's only been like 2 videos since I put him on the team, but you know, I've been trying. So yeah, no point in switching Sawk out now. I'm gonna go ahead and try to put Aegislash to sleep. Politoed stays asleep, probably going for that helping hand to Shadow Ball Aegislash, or to help Shadow Ball kill Aegislash. Poison Jab does literally nothing to that Politoed, but that's okay, because Shadow Ball will, maybe, attack the Amoonguss, and I live that, even though I get another special defense drop, but so be it, and then Aegislash gets to go to sleep. So really, as long as I can keep things asleep in this battle, I think my momentum is pretty okay. So I'm going to go ahead here and make another switch. I'm going to switch Amoonguss out again to regain HP from Regenerator, and to get rid of the side effects of, oh, that thing. That terrible, awful special defense drop. And go ahead and send in Metagross in its place. Oh, okay, we're gonna see a forfeit. So hey, great game, person from Japan with another rain team. Thank you for giving me an excuse to show off Sawk. I really appreciate that. And hey, if you liked this video, check out that like button, press the subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for your support. I really appreciate it. And I will be back tomorrow with another battle of the day. Have a great Monday, everybody. Bye. Or, well, Monday's over. So, yeah, I hope you had a great Monday. Bye.